So good day, ma'am. Today, I'll be answering activity number 6, and today we will be tackling the first problem. So number 1 is create a trigger that will record payment logs of customers each time they pay for their rented films. The payment log table has the following attributes: A. Payment log ID, B. Customer ID, C. Rental ID, D. Amount paid, E. Staff ID, and then F. Date updated. So to start with, uh, I'm going to be creating a table. So let's create the table. Create table. So we're going to be naming it payment log, and then after that, payment log ID. So to be adding it into a serial, and we're going to be adding this is the primary key, and we're going to be using it as not null, and then after that is customer ID int not null, and then rental ID int not null as well, and then the amount paid, amount paid, to be using decimal, so it's going to be 10 2, and then after that staff ID int, and then not null. Lastly is date updated, which is timestamp. So after that, um, we're going to run the code. So we're going to create this table first here, and then after that, we're going to um, now start with our trigger. So let's start with create or replace function record, my bad, record payment log, and then so after that, we're going to be uh, adding return trigger, returns trigger, then the language, sorry, trigger okay, let's just use that instead. Language PLPG SQL, and then as, then $2 begin. Now this is going to begin our code. So to start with, actually I'm going to just do this instead, and after this, wait, just we're going to begin. So here, after begin here, should I gonna do that instead? Okay, after that begin. So insert, my bad, insert into. So we're going to be using the table that I just made previously. So payment log, and then we're going to add all the values that I added previously. So customer ID, rental ID, amount paid, and staff ID, and then date updated. So after that, values, so new dot customer ID, new, same as the previous one, new rental ID, and then new amount paid. I shit, my bad. New amount paid, and then new staff ID, and then after that to add now. So after this, we're going to be using return new, and then end the code, and then $sign. So uh, after that, let's run the code. And after running the code, let's create a trigger. So create trigger record payment log, and then after insert insert on payment for each row. So for each row, and then oh row, my bad, row, okay, let's just use that instead. Execute procedure record payment log, then let's run the code now. So with that, I have created the trigger, and using this, it will record payment logs of customers each time they pay for the rented films. So each time there's a new information or uh, values added, it will now um, execute in adding the procedure. So good day. Today I will be tackling the second number of the activity 6, which is create a trigger that will check if the customer who wants to rent a film is already an existing one or not. If the customer has no records yet, the clerk should add the customer details in the database. So to start with, um, I'll be making the trigger here, the function first. So create or replace function. Check customer record. So after that, um, we're going to returns trigger, and then language PLP I PLPGSQL as $2 and then begin. So after this, we begin our code. So we're going to be using if statement. So if not exists, select one from. So we're going to access the customer table here, customer table. So where in customer ID, so using the, so it's going to be looking for inside the customer table, and it's going to be locating the customer ID. So that's what it will be referring to. So new customer ID, and then we're going to add then, and then insert into customer. So it's the table. So this is the line where we are going to be adding. If it doesn't exist, then it's going to add a new customer. So first name, last name, email, address, active bowl, and then create date, after that is last update, and then active for the last one, and then we're going to add the values. This is the values. So in the values, we're going to be adding new first name, new last name, and then new email, and then new address, new active pool, new create date, last update, and then new active. Active. So we're going to end the if statement here. Wait, and if, and then return new. So we're going to end the begin here, and then the $2 signs. So this will be the function that I'll be using. After that, let's move on to our trigger. Excuse me. Create trigger, check customer record before insert on rental. For each row, execute procedure, and then check customer record, and then after that, semicolon. So this will be the trigger that I'll be creating. So yeah, so after that, each time a uh, each time the customer who wants to rent a film, um, their information will be, or the values will be added onto the table if it's a new customer. But if it's already an existing one, it will update the values. So that's all for the number two problem. Thank you. So, good day, ma'am. So, for the last number, I will be tackling about the third problem, about create a trigger that will check if the customer has unreturned films. The trigger will check if the customer shows a record that there are still unreturned rented films to the store. The trigger will prompt a message if the customer has an unreturned films or not. To start with my code, we're going to create a function, create or replace function, and then we're going to be naming it check unreturned films. So after that, return string. As usual, we're going to add these important codes, language, PLP, GSQL, and then as, and then $2 signs, begin. So we're going to start with an if statement. So if select count asterisk, and then from rental. So this is the table where it's going to be finding the unreturned films. So it's going to check the rental, and then specifically it's going to be looking for the customer that has an unreturned film. So it's going to check the customer with unreturned films, and then new customer ID and and return date. Return date. It's important to add the return date. Is null. Greater than 0. So this I'll be using this uh if greater than 0, so which means there is an unreturned film, then it will proceed on to this next. So it's going to raise exception, and then so this is the message that the trigger will provide for this statement, if statement. So customer, my bad, sorry, customer, and then has unreturned films, and unable to rent. So new customer ID. After that, uh, so this is the else statement. So this is the first is this is the one where if the customer has unreturned, so it means that the customer cannot rent for the meantime because of unreturned films. But the next one is going to create another uh, message where it says the customer has a clean record. So this means that the customer can freely borrow films, I mean rent films, and we're going to end if, so we're going to end the if else statement, and then return new. After that, let's end our begin, and then end the $2 signs. Then let's run the code. So this function has been integrated into the system. To make sure the function is working, we're going to create the trigger. So check unreturned films before insert on. So this is the table, the rental table, and then for each row execute procedure. So check unreturned films. So this is the trigger for the problem number 3. So yes, success. And after that, this means that the trigger will um, prompt a message if the customer has unreturned films or not. So either he has unreturned or he has a clean record. Both statements will show up. depending on the customer's uh, record. So that's all for the last problem. Thank you.